Welcome to Midday Repartee. I am Rotten Glory. I am joined today by my new host, Tuesday and Thursday. Sim, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, and thank you for having me here. And welcome to the show, guys. Midday Repartee.
That's right. I really appreciate you stepping in. Scotsman had to get back to the office. He was been
Mm-hmm.
working from home through all this, so I think he's kind of cool with it. I think he missed kind of going into the office. It can be tough working from home, man. You can really form a lot of bad habits.
I have to tell you that when I did the transition between the two, it takes some getting used to.
Yeah,
But working from home, it's also addictive.
I've been doing it for I don't know, maybe 8, 9 years, and
Hmm.
it's I definitely it would be tough for me to go back and deal with the office shit, man. I,
But
I don't know if I could do that.
I'm the same. I used to have jobs. I used to be in security, and stuff like that. I used to have little jobs, and working like I've been doing this for like what I like full time, like independent, like self-employed for like it's my second year, right? Like full self-employed, and I'm like, it, I don't want to go back. Like before, I
Yeah,
used to be like a little job part time and doing my artwork, right? Like a bit of both, going to school, learning business, and doing this. And after that, I just like I'll just gonna fly my own, spread my wings and fly. And I would never. I miss I might miss interacting with some people, but I don't miss the working environment, especially when you're in creative. There's a lot of people that just likes to talk, 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 and
yeah, exactly.
they're more about
And,
talking than actually production.
yeah, and you got the whole office politics thing, and just dealing with all of that, and working at
Yeah,
home. You can just if you want to work at 2 in the morning, you
you
just
can.
work at 2 in the morning. I like having that absolute freedom. As long as you get it done, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter when or how it happens.
Oh, I want to spend some time and do something with somebody. Oh, but I'm just gonna work later tonight. Dude, come on. I'm taking
Yeah,
the day off today. I'll work this weekend.
yeah. As long it's not for everybody, but if you can do it and keep yourself, it's really just about forming good habits with it. For me, it's I just need to push myself to get. I need to get outdoors and get some
Mhm.
physicality because sitting on my ass
But you're
on the
right,
computer.
dude. It's not for everybody. Some people just can't be alone for more than an hour without going
Oh
insane.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't really even think about that because it's never been an issue for
Well, no,
me. But
that's what I'm saying. There's different types of people for everything. Not everybody is the same. That's why they're special people.
hail to the chat. We got Mitchell in here, Lucius, level 7. How you guys doing?
Well, hell the
Thanks for
chat.
being here. If you guys can share out the stream, that'd be great. Today, I want to talk about the importance of context.
Oh,
I mean, this thing, it's a really broad subject. We can really go just about anywhere with it.
maybe
But
broad, but very important. And yeah,
yeah, I mean, it seems to me the number one tactic of the SJW side of the fence is taking, removing things from context. And it's the easiest way you can turn anyone into a villain
you
if
can
you
turn
remove
everyone,
context.
and you can become a victim very easily just by doing so. You know,
Yeah.
hey, that get said, hey, fuck Sim. Yeah, but before he said fuck Sim told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, exactly.
But people
exactly.
won't people won't do that. It's like, hey, I'm poking the bear, then the bear hits you, and you're like, look at me, the mean big bear slapped me, and you're like, you fucking poked it.
Yeah, dude, it's such a unfortunately it's a tactic that can work really really well, but once you're aware that that's what's being done, it really loses most of its power. The problem is a lot of people just don't seem to be aware that it's that's what's being used, you
Hmm.
know? And it's causing so many, especially with Twitter and social media, it's so easy to
But
take. something out of context and start a shitstorm with it, you know?
Especially that with social media, especially Twitter, because you're limited in your amount of words, right? That you use, especially the amount of letters, to be more precise. Um, Everything can be taken out of sense as well. It's not just context. It's like you can write a sentence, and somebody will read it 3 times and get 3 different, perspective on it. You're like, yo, you meant this or this? How many times did that happen? That you wrote something or you said something and go, did you mean this or this? What the fuck do you think happens with Twitter when you're limited in fucking word counts?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Context fucking matters.
How you doing, George?
Greetings.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Well, the problem with putting your statement out is that the interpretation is always in bias to what the person is to the one who's listening, which is why we have lawyers when they tell us to keep our mouth shut when you get into trouble, and the police are there asking you questions, because the police officer says, "Did you kill that person?" And you say no. Oh, so that means you killed the other people. It's so quick. It's so easy to fall down the rabbit hole when you're making a statement. So that if we all had lawyers when we're posting stuff on the internet,
they don't tell us to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And that's pretty much what I'm telling people. Stay the fuck out of it. Keep your heads up. Focus on your project. Keep your eyes on the prize, baby.
It's such good advice. How you doing, Mitchell? Welcome to the stream.
Doing good, thank you.
Good.
Hello, Mitchell.
Hello.
You have any initial thoughts on the importance of context?
It's something you really have to pay attention to, especially with text. And like Twitter is horrible with it, like you guys were saying. I've let myself be lured into several kind of arguments where you could say something that in the context doesn't sound that crazy, and then a day later someone could pull it up as a quote tweet out of the blue, and all of a sudden you're main enemy, you're Republican number one.
But don't forget that people do that also in intent, right? You often see it on Twitter, like, oh, look, that person said that about me, and that person's gonna go, oh, whoa, this is what I actually meant. I'm sorry if you got it that way. And then the guy goes, no, you said it. Look, and you're like, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's not. The interesting thing to me too is if you frame ComicsGate, like let's look at just like if you have indie comics, right? Indie comics have obviously been around since comics have been around, but it's really difficult to succeed as an indie creator. It's always been very difficult. It can be done. You can succeed. You can build that for sure. But ComicsGate has put that into a context, a different context, and it's enabling creators to succeed at levels that I don't really think would have been possible outside of the context of ComicsGate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't know that a Carl O'Rowe could have. What did he get, over 40K? Is that where he's sitting about now?
Yeah.
Like outside the context of ComicsGate, is that possible?
Not before, dude. That's what I keep saying to people before. It's before I've been in the independent comic medium for like a while, right? And I self-published my fanzine of Wolf Dragon in 2009, right? And dude. And Peter here, I'm sure he's gonna agree with me. You would go to cons for all those time, right? And you try and show your characters. People would go, "Oh, dude, that roast chick is fucking awesome." I go, "Yeah, right." I go, "Do you have a Batman poster? Do you have a Superman poster? Can you draw Spider-Man?" They're like, "Yeah, but look at Rose. Yeah, she's fucking awesome. I don't know what the fuck she is. Can I have a Wonder Woman?" Right? This thing changed with CG. This is the biggest thing that changed with CG. Like Image did not break that. Image brought, like, people were interested in new IPs from big creator names that were wronged by Marvel and DC and such and so on and so forth. CG succeeded into breaking that stigma of like, I want a big IP. You're an artist. Draw me Batman. Draw me this. Now you go to a con. You're on the fucking web. You'll share a Batman picture, and somebody goes, "Do you have a book of your own? Did you create something? Do you have something?" And you're like, "Whoa, this is new." So CG, yes, it did change the map of D&D. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really powerful context, and sometimes I think people lose sight a little bit of just how powerful it is and can be, and
The only
I
one that was
just
successful before CG was Pulido.
yeah, that
He was
guy
the only one. He came out with a bang. He was still going, right? But it went down a bit, right? A little
yeah,
bit. But he's still constant, always having over 100K, right?
yeah.
But it's CG that really, really, really tipped the scale on the hey, mainstream. Yeah, what? Fuck you. Here's the new IPs. Welcome to the new world.
Yeah, it's just such a powerful tool for creators to get themselves off the ground, to build a network with other creators. And there's so many great people that are willing to give their time to share their experiences, their info. I mean, Sim, you're generous with all of that stuff. People come to and ask you for help. You're more than likely going to give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I like
You
people.
know, I keep asking Sim. I keep asking Sim to help me rob a bank, and the guy refuses me.
Well,
Yeah, I do have my limits. No, I do have kids, right? So, I have to make sure that I stay around for them. So, no robbing banks. Okay, when are we meeting, George?
Well, now there's definitely no robbing banks. No, it's just whole thing's on the stream.
Are you in Montreal yet?
Oh, come on. We got to take advantage of robbing a bank. I mean, everyone's walking around with a mask.
That's right.
Come on. As long as you're not orange or some fruity flavor of pistachio, they'll never find you in a crowd.
That's right. So are you guys are you planning to go back and do conventions if that reopens again, or within the context of ComicsGate, are you kind of done with that?
Oh, I was done with conventions back in 2011, 12.
Yeah. I stop around. Dude, man, we need to talk, George.
You guys, yeah, every time you guys talk, it's like you're the same damn person.
We need to talk some more, George. But yeah, I stopped convention around the same time, dude. 2012, 2013, I was done. Because here in Canada, it's when we got hit really hard with the third wave feminism and the PC culture. That was like pre-SJW, Gamergate and shit like that. Like, just because I did like, in 2010, I did that's when I put out, I did the Rose poster, right? Rose the Bounty Hunter was one of the first posters I did with her, and it was to raise money for breast cancer. It's the origin of the metal breast that she has. Was because I remember a long time ago I saw a woman that had breast cancer, and she had one breast removed, right?
Yeah.
And she was walking down the beach, and people were like, "Dude, girl, how the hell are you doing that? You're walking just with one breast out." She goes, "Look, I was ashamed for it. I was destroyed for a while until I realized I still have one, so might as well flaunt it." But she was walking down. She was walking down the beach with one boob out, with her boob out, right? And when the breast cancer, foundation started saying like, we need more money, and I'm like, you know what, I'll do that. So I had a nice little poster, right, of the character with one boob out. So she had the metallic boob, but the brown boob on the side that you saw on one of the posters was like just her boob was out. And dude, I made a lot of money.
Death Metal, what's up?
How's it going, guys?
I made money for the fundraising, but the feminists did not like me at all.
Imagine that. I mean, that's so absurd, man. Somebody's stepping up to the plate, trying to actually contribute and do something, but you don't fit some kind of preconceived notion of what that should look like.
Dude, and I thought I was doing something cool by like designing and trying to, instead of just going like, look, a sexy pose with a pink banner. No. I created a fucking like bounty hunter badass cyborg who turned the breast cancer into a cyborg arm and shit. And I get attacked because I'm being discriminated. I'm like, oh, fuck off. I'm just trying to create a really strong female character here. Fuck you.
Unreal, man.
Well, I mean, did you make the mistake of that strong female character, I don't know, feminine? Especially for that man.
Yeah,
like,
she
how
was
can you make a female look feminine?
Yeah, she was beautiful. She had long hair. She was beautiful, powerful. The type that would, you look at her, she goes, oh, she'll ruin my day. And I don't think they like that. Hell metal. Hell death.
Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Rotten. Thanks for the link. I'm driving around town. I got to go run some errands before I got to go to work, so I figured I'd jump in and say hey.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Back to Blood Hunt yesterday, man. I'm looking forward to that book. It looks awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. We don't have to wait too long on that one at this point.
No, I got the email for the new quote today, and I'm sending the file so they're gonna start printing the proof, guys. As soon as I have them, I'm showing them off.
Hell yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah. So
got all these projects that are coming out, man. What's up?
there's so many good projects, man. Damn.
Yeah, hashtag
I don't have enough cash, dude.
Hashtag CG is dead, and we deliver.
So, do you have any thoughts on the importance of context, death metal?
Well, I mean, context tells you what. I mean, look, think about it from a literary standpoint, right? From an English standpoint. In order to tell what a word is, to find the meaning of a word, you have to have context around that word in order to glean its meaning. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You need context. You need context for everything that's going on around you, so you know exactly why things are happening the way they are happening.
Right.
Makes any kind of sense? So context,
Absolutely.
You know, context.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if you were to take the Preston shit that's going on, you know, everybody's having a great time with it. You know, it's fun. But if let's just say you didn't know anything about this and you just came into it.
Yeah, but
If you just came into it out of nowhere and all you see is a bunch of people swarming on this guy for this thing, and it was out of context, I mean,
you think that it's a big bunch of assholes attacking somebody that has, you know, a sexual experience. Well, when you actually know the context of it is no, that's the cat that's been accusing everybody of being rapist, this, that, deviant, and he does this. This is why we're having fun of this. Otherwise, if that was not the issue, we would not be picking on him that much. We'd just go, ha.
yeah, exactly. So it's like the importance of having that context, of knowing, having the big picture of the whole thing. It really is crucial.
Yeah,
And
but we live in a time where when we discussed, remember the last show, headline, people just
Yes,
read the headline.
right.
They don't even want it. They won't even take the time of going, who's Rattan Glory? Hold on, let me Google him. People don't even do that anymore.
No.
It's like, dude, the first freedom, the first thing that we have is freedom. It's the freedom to think for our fucking selves. Okay, when you feel when you're getting info and you're getting flustered and you're getting pissed and you're getting this should be the first warning of you. You need to back the fuck off, take a little step back, and go talk with some friends.
Hey, if I wanted an opinion from you, Sim, I would give it to you.
That's right.
Yeah, like those dick pics you keep sending, dude. I
You
didn't know
don't-
the blue hair. I didn't know the blue hair went all the way there.
You don't answer my anonymous tweets, man. Sorry.
Sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call.
No problem, dude.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you. What were we talking about before I got the phone call?
Context matter,
Context.
and the fact that, you know, it could be taken out, and the word, the you know, what goes around that word defines that word. That's where you were.
Absolutely. I mean, context of the situation matters when somebody says something. You know,
Mhm.
an answer taken out of context can be used to as we've seen many, 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 many times, can be used to slander or color somebody's opinion in a different way.
And
I mean, context
like
matters.
like a great wizard once said, it all depends from a certain point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
there's
anytime.
Lying to Luke, or obscuring the truth, I guess I should say. But, worked out all right in the end, right?
I think anytime you see someone or a group like just focusing in on one single moment in time on somebody or something that has happened, if they're just focusing in on this one tiny little thing without any context about the larger picture of something, just to me it's just avoid it, sidestep it. It's not worth engaging it probably, because they're just. I just hate the tactic. It's been used so aggressively for so many years now by the SJW crowd.
Right.
I just hate to see it. You start seeing it being used, even within ComicsGate sometimes. And it's like, guys, look at the big picture of what somebody does, or who they are, who you know them to be. If somebody's trying to take one tiny little thing and that's all they want you to see, that's when you should have like a warning sign, coming up. Like, this is probably shenanigans,
Yeah, but we've all had like hang out in groups, right? We all had a bunch of friends, right? And we've all had a situation where 2 or 3 friends were fighting, right? So what the first reaction to everybody is, whoa, 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 guys, calm the fuck down. What the fuck's going on? Talk this shit out, right? And that's pretty much everybody's reaction. The first reaction is, whoa, 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 what the fuck's going on here? Guys, don't fight. But if they go to you, fuck you, we're gonna fucking fight. You go, okay, just fight it all, fuck off. And
Fight.
Yeah.
What is the goal here? What's the goal here? The goal here is to make and sell comics that we are all excited about, proud of, are willing to pour our passion into, right? Where does infighting land on that timeline?
Because one of the I think no, exactly, because I think that's one of the purpose. I think the best way of ruining something that's good, it's before it was escapism, right? It was to get away from all this fucking shit. And what's the best way of killing something? It's making it link to something that's really, really, discomforting, you could say, or disheartening. So now you're putting all that fighting in there. So you're kind of like tainting, the well there.
Oh,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second, guys. Continue. I can still hear you.
All right. Did you have something, Mitchell?
Just thinking, like, when it comes down to context, I mean, it's one of those things where even if someone at the time even acknowledges your statement in the correct context, if you're doing something like, if you do something that's lasting, like a video or anything else, they're gonna look into and dig into this. So it's one of those things you have to pay attention also to who your enemies kind of are, or who the people that you might not want to see you succeed are, especially in like the internet, and how even if they agree with you today, maybe 2-3 years from now they pull a scene from one of the streams, a stupid joke that they can cut up, and now all of a sudden you're against it. Context is a horrible beast.
Yeah, man, it's really it's a tricky one. And I know Sim and I were talking a little bit before the stream, and it's like, the best thing I think any of us can do, if you're on the creator side, is just, keep your head down, focus on the work, focus on the people that are there to like support your work and to help you succeed.
Align with the people that want to do the same, that have the same purpose, that have the same alignment, right? Like it's like I keep saying. Like I was having a little discussion once with Doug, and we're like, talking about this. Is like, but people like those type of stream. People like the people going after SJW. People like to cover those things. I go, yes, they do, but not everybody has to.
Right.
This is the issue. Ethan's good at it. Doug's good at it. They're like, Ethan hits it like it's Howard Stern. Tug hits it like he's a fucking reporter, like a dick, private dick, private detective, and they do it in a very smart, and they research their shit, right? They always come out and they have everything. But dude, we need to have fun. Not everybody needs to get into that shit, because when it's all that all around, even if you're trying to be the most positive person in your in there, it will weigh you down. It will get to you. Like I was telling Rod, that's why you haven't seen me much around other than streams and stuff like that, like on media, like on Twitter and stuff like that for the last week. I took it off. I needed to take a time off. I went to play Vermintide a bit with my brother, my friends. I worked. I get the prep file ready. I just needed to get away from him all. And Sunday, I come in and I see all this shit. I'm like, wasn't this fighting done?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I think it's just not, it's going to do what it's going to do. And I don't, it doesn't serve any purpose for me to try and inject myself into it. I don't see any point in it. So I just I guess what it's done is it's made me really like, okay, I need to just focus on what I'm trying to accomplish with ink spots. I need to focus on the project. I like this, I like having this discussion format show. I think it's positive, but it's tough. It's a lot of work, and the YouTube thing can be very draining, man.
But it's like saying, it's not because you have an issue, right, that it has to be everybody's issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with what you said, Tim. Not everybody needs to, go out there to try to own the other side.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, I don't give a fuck about the other side. I still love the characters from our companies, like Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse. I love those characters, but if the people in charge are not going to do right by those characters, they're not going to get my money. I've been reading this shit for too fucking long to read garbage. Like, there's too much good shit out there to waste my time reading stuff that doesn't grab me by the soul and take me for a fucking ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially that Marvel did a great job. Remember with the Ultimate line? They tried to do like a more, like, they didn't change the regular universe, right? They just made it a bit more child friendly, right? And then they hit you up with the Ultimate.
Yeah, the Ultimate was not really all that child friendly.
No, that's what I'm saying. There you had the regular universe that they tried to make more child friendly, and then they gave us the Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
And that was awesome. It's like the same thing that DC were supposedly doing, right? With the Black Label thing. That was supposed to be it, but
theoretically, Black Label is supposed to replace Vertigo.
Yes,
because now they can tell their adult stories with the regular superhero characters.
Yeah, it was a Vertigo type, but where their IPs instead of being creator owned, because the Vertigo was still creator owned.
Yeah,
Scotsman, how you doing, Scotsman?
Hey.
Yeah, in the office.
What's that?
You're in the office, man. Yeah. How is that?
Feel?
Feels weird, man.
I bet, dude. How long has it been?
Couple months.
Dude, you don't.
Oh man, now you made us all feel weird. What the?
You look like you feel miserable as fuck.
A little bit.
Oh man. Shit.
So, context, is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about context, man.
Yeah, context matter.
Yeah.
Rule, that's the golden rule in comedy, by the way.
Yeah, callbacks and context. Those are things that make comedy work.
Yep.
They're also the thing that get lost over time. And issues that crop up in November of a year ago get talked about, 4, 5, 6 months later, and people have short memories.
Yep.
And then,
Strangely fucking distracted.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like, there's so many multifaceted things going on that.
but there's a big influx of new people in CG. That's one thing that people need to also keep in mind. That sometimes that's something that people use to their advantage. It's a bit influx, right? So you always like right now. There's the people that are more active are a new breed that were there like a year ago. So a lot of them are not even aware of everything that went behind stage and everything that happened with the Solon witch trial, that Caesar backstab thing.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like so much shit has transpired over this time. Like you said, a lot of new people, and they're going, "Why is everybody so mad?" And people who have done shit and said shit are getting away with it because they're looking like they're looking like the victim, even though they're an active participant in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got some guilt in this.
There's a
Yeah,
small
yeah.
example that I used with Rot 10 earlier before we launched the stream there. I was reading through the Twitter, like I was trying to catch up what's happening. Like I told you, I took a few days off, right? So Sunday I'm catching up, and earlier today. And I just saw that Buddy Lord reply to the mail-in thing, going like, "Oh, they tried to accuse me of trying to hide my identity, but I did announce myself." I'm like, dude, you didn't do it until we fucking called you out multiple times. And I did it on a live stream in front of everybody on the Woke Up Morning Show. Okay, you fessed up to it, but we had to call you out. So don't say you came out willingly doing it so, and you didn't try to hide it. You did.
I pieced the fuck out of Twitter, dude. All I've been doing is checking DMs. That's it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gone.
That's what
I'm not
that's
on
what
there right now.
that's what I've been doing for a week, brother. And yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue. I think that's a really smart move. I don't know. I think it works as a promotional tool, and like you said, DMs. It's a useful tool in some ways, but like getting sucked into those black holes with all this nonsense, man. It's just not worth. It's not worth the energy, the time.
I don't check the feed unless it's not somebody that I know. Somebody I know shared it in a DM group, or I'm DMing somebody, or it's on one of the War Campaign Discord or my Discord. Other than that, I don't go on Twitter and check my feed. I just check my if somebody tagged me or tried to talk to me, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have very powerful feelings about all of this, but I am creator neutral. I'm not saying a fucking word.
Exactly. I'm the same.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. And it's like, we just keep working, keep our heads down, focus on the work we're trying to accomplish, and have a good time. I mean, we got to have a good time, or what's the fucking point?
Sell the fucking hot dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sell the fucking hot dog. Make good stuff that people want to buy. Fuck all the rest.
Yeah, with a big, thick Sicilian sausage in it.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their fetish.
You get the joke. It's from, was it Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
Big, thick Sicilian. Let me slap on my Wonder Woman on the ruse. I'm like, ooh.
That was the scene with Joe Quesada, right? When he was Pizza Boy?
Yeah. That was the joke. That's how he got his job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been friends with Kevin Smith for a long time. I mean, that's how we got Kevin Smith doing what was it? The Mind Devil story arc that he did, or Fallen Devil, something like that, with Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah,
Jimmy's my dude, by the way. Jimmy Palmiotti's a good dude. I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter, but he's good people. I love.
Yes,
Jimmy.
he is.
Amanda too. Some of the first people I met when I started going to, and every time I go to a show, I got to go say hi to Jimmy and Amanda, and then Billy, and then Brian, Billy Tucci and Brian Polito. Those four people I have to go see at every convention I go to.
Yeah.
But those are people.
Me, the main guy that I like to hang out with on cons, it's Bisley. Bisley's fucking awesome.
I've never met Biz, but I really want to. I want to go have a beer with that fucker.
Oh, dude, that was fucking awesome. Did I ever tell you? Like, I don't know if you know, in Montreal we have something that's called like the electric butt. I don't know if it's an electric, right? It's a big. It's one of those like
Uh.
big biker type of like pub, right? Like you have those big fucking wooden table, right? It's huge as all hell, and you can, and it's a metal bar, and it's called, and we used to go there every time after the Comic-Con.
And there's a show up there. I need to come.
Yeah, of course. If anybody that drops in Montreal, dude, give me a fucking message.
Nice.
We'll meet up, that's for sure.
You crazy Canadian frogs, dude. Electric butt.
Actually,
I love it.
yeah. Actually, it's the electric butt cheek. Butt cheek. Fufun
God
electric
damn it.
means butt cheek.
Nice.
Electric butt cheek. It was one of the biggest metal club that there is in Montreal.
Yeah.
So, just to get back, I guess, try to bring this thing back on point.
Context matters. See.
Context.
Yeah,
I don't.
Good example.
Yeah.
The electric butt cheek.
There you go.
Without context.
Exactly. Anything can be done with it. So I mean, what's the solution? Just, I don't know,
Stop
like
taking
you're saying.
everything so goddamn seriously. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Or
Learn
literally.
learn to laugh at yourself too.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, I'm working on that myself. I try, I think I'm cool with that, but then everybody has a threshold, where something
Yeah.
actually gets to them in the moment, and
Yeah.
it just happens.
Yep.
There's nothing you
Yep.
could do about it.
What would that be, Rod? I don't.
Would that be
I don't-
before or after asking them to make
Apparently, I'm a really, really huge fan of pickles. That's all I gotta say.
Well, see, I
Pickle
think
rack.
the alcohol might have had some effect there, but
Well, we were getting close to 4 hours too, so I was kind of ready to be done anyway.
third stream of the day, fourth stream you're actually pretty much there for because you're hanging out throughout Captain's show.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I was kind
four
of done.
streams. Yeah.
But in hindsight, it's like when I got up this morning and looked at it, I was like, "This shit's funny." Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mitchell,
Mhm.
thanks for posting the links into the chat last night. I couldn't see the chat with my mask on, but I went back and watched the replay. So thanks for tossing the links in the chat last night.
Oh, no worries, man.
Hail.
Hell.
Yeah, Mitchell rocks, dude. He's
Yep.
always
And
remember
thank
what I
you.
said, Rod, about allowing a meme to break you?
yeah.
How it could happen. you
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
But to be fair, like Mitchell said, you literally were on streams all day.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah. Oh, man.
So
And we usually don't go. We really usually go about 3 hours, so we were kind of pushing it on that one.
And-
yeah, but
and,
how much screen time did you have that day?
And you have to admit, like it's not really like a big effort physically or anything, but streaming all day, dude,
It's just it's a mental exhaustion,
yeah.
yeah, the longest I've ever streamed was 22 hours.
Damn,
I think it
son.
was 22. It's somewhere in that ballpark. It might be a little longer, but at least I was conscious for 22 of them.
Now, was that full on streaming, like engagement, or were you working and streaming?
That was playing Minecraft on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Me, I remember the weekend launch of the second campaign of Blood Hunt. I streamed nonstop for 3 days almost.
Yeah. Well, the problem for me on that was I got raided by 3 other large Minecraft streamers. So like every time my stream would die down, I get another 200 people show up from a raid. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, I can't you can't stop then. Yeah. So,
That's hilarious.
but context matters. I mean, just to kind of bring it back to the memes, there's a meaning to them. They're not just random jabs. There's a lot of layers. And
It's like
a lot of the guys who meme are very passionate about them. A lot of times they're a right cross and a left hook. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of meaning and they're a response to something that happened, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, if you're being memed, you know, sometimes it's a joke, and sometimes there's something to learn from it.
Yeah.
So,
And I
but
I
never
do.
get mad. Never get mad. That is
No.
the first thing. That is like saying to someone, you know, that thing you did on the internet that really hurt my feelings. Please don't do that again. Guess what?
Yeah. Of course.
Guess what?
It's basically
Yeah,
like,
no.
do it more, do it harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, I'm sure I'll be paying the price for that one for a while, but gotta learn, gotta take,
Yep.
I'm new
Like
to this
thickens your
shit.
skin,
You know-
brother.
Remember what I used to
Mhm.
say? What's the most important thing? Follow through, dude.
Yeah.
You can get
Yeah.
pissed, you can overreact to something, but the thing is, I'll deal with it. I fucked up. I did it. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you can do, man. You just gotta get over it and move on. It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
Do you-
like, I don't know what the context was for that particular meme, but
Oh, you were on your heels. That's what it
Yeah.
was. You were on your heels already, and you were a swift, easy target.
ah.
You were a
see.
wounded dove, brother. And you just got a golf club to the fucking snout. That's all it was. But
Indeed.
it was in fun. Like, I mean, come on, it was a pickle. It wasn't a dildo. It was a pickle.
Right. Yeah. No, I got that.
It was a quite large pickle, yes.
Yeah.
And,
And-
it,
and,
and
you know-
it pickled you in the wrong way.
Pointed right at your dome.
Yep. Yeah, it ruffled my plumage, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole point.
Yeah.
I think you got the hump of it.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah,
you
it's
come back stronger. You
Mhm.
come back
Right.
stronger, you know,
I've got calluses where apparently I needed
on
them,
your
so-
palms.
yes. Oh man, and ComicsGate is a blast. It can be, again, you just kind of have to learn, and I'm still learning, like how to navigate the waters, what to focus on, what not to focus on, where
What
to
did-
put the energy. It's like,
What did Piccolo tell Gohan?
Do
What's this?
Dodge! Why won't you dodge?
Yeah.
I gave up on Dragon Ball Z at the end of the Frieza saga. I was watching it on Toonami when I was in high school, and then I looked up where Dragon Ball Z went and saw that it stretched on into forever, and I was like, I don't have the
Yeah,
energy.
it's a reference.
Man.
It's not a reference to Dragon Ball Z. It's more a Dragon
It's
Ball Abridged.
Yeah, it's a parody show.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the parody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys watch Hellsing Abridged?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
it's my
Same
fucking
guys.
favorite. You know when I say that Hellsing inspired Blood Hunt? It's not the
Uh-huh.
actual Hellsing. It's that one.
Bitches love cannon.
Yes. What's the
Oh, police lady.
It's not a craze that hit the nation. Bitches love cannons. And you know
Right?
the
Yeah.
entire piece I did of Edward and Bella getting killed. That's the print that you're getting with Blood Hunt when you get the $50 tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. Remember how it opens? Oh,
Right.
I love you, Edward. Oh, I love you, Bella. And knocks at the door. Who the fuck is this? A real fucking vampire. And just kills them. Boom, boom. That was a wink to that.
Then I need to go back and watch that whole thing again.
Oh, dude, I watch it often.
Have they finished it yet? Have they released 6 episodes?
There's 10.
There's 10 now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. I'm behind.
They also did the little extra that came out after. They did a
Yeah.
parody version of it too. And dude, when Alucard is dead, it's funny as fuck. He turns into undead, afterlife, a therapy for SJWs. Oh,
Yeah.
am I a bad guy? And he dies.
Hell yeah. I wish they would bring more anime. Like
Yeah, but
too.
Team 4 Star nailed it with that one because you can to really enjoy the Dragon Ball Abridged, you need to know the series. Well, you could watch Helsing Abridged and never have seen the fucking series and enjoy the fuck out of it, and get the story. It's awesome.
True.
So okay, sorry. We diverted again.
We did. That's no problem. Well, hell, I mean, I don't know what else is there to say about it.
Yeah, we pretty much covered
On
it.
this context thing, it's like I just say, it's important to just keep it in mind. It's to have a reminder now and then. I know it's good for me. Like, wait a sec, if something's really getting to you or something's going on, and remember the larger context. Or if you don't know about it, don't get involved if you don't know the whole context. It's just going to drain you. It's going to upset you needlessly. Yeah. And if you do want to get involved, make sure you have the whole context. If you don't have it, you probably best just not get involved with it. You know?
It's like I just thought of a stupid thing to say, but like it's something that I use in an example on another show. It's like on one of the shows I made, Lobo killed the entire mainstream universe, right, in a quick little sketch. So if I would say something like, hey, so kills everyone in the Marvel and DC universe. So you erase Lobo and DC and Marvel universe, and you get something very freaking weird there. Right? And you insert something else. It's context fucking matters.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground as far as CG wading into these Twitter beefs and, like waging war over something they don't know anything about. And it's because they don't have context. And so you can you can count on one hand the number of tweets I've made in the past month with plenty of fingers left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
for sure.
It's not, I don't know. It's not worth it. I mean, I support people on all sides of issues. I'm, I don't pretend to know everything. I have a long view of a lot of the things that have gone on. I haven't forgiven some of the bullshit that happened last year. But it's not my place to fight the battles that resulted from those things. But again, I'm a professional, so I'm focused on my project. I'm focused on networking, and I'm not trying to burn things down, even though I disagree with the tact somebody might have taken some time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you are such a professional, man, and the way you handle yourself, the way you give of your time and knowledge to people, it's really impressive, man.
Ink your work, Lucius. Ink your work, brother.
One of the first thing that our parent or anybody usually tell us is, people fuck up. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. And when you start on how can I say, getting not the famous, but not as we're famous, but when you get into that fame there, that trending, that fun little feeling, yeah, right, you get riled up, and sometimes that'll make you say stupid shit. You get drunk out of it too. It's like being drunk, and especially if you mix being drunk that and getting high, you will say stupid shit. And the thing is, just fess up, and people fuck up. That's it. Move on.
Best place to hide out from all this shit is Sims Discord in the Sanctum, dude. Watching
brother.
anime.
Yeah.
We've been out there many days.
We work, we chill, we watch anime movies. Last time, me and Ace, like when we heard that the Snyder Cut was coming out, we went on Discord and watched Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and we're all like, "Fuck yeah!"
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
everybody's welcome to my Discord. And then when you come in, just let me know who you are, and I'll give you my Sumerian or CG, the CG logo.
No.
Which
Nice.
allows you to post to go post CG projects, and you have access to all the stuff that I find out about public, printing, getting this, getting that, fulfillment, and everything is in the CG.
That's
Nothing
awesome, dude.
more
I think
wholesome than
you
animated.
dropped that link to me at some point.
You can find it in my bio. You
Okay,
just go
cool.
on my Twitter. The link is there.
Nice. Yeah, that
myself-
sounds good.
You can ask question, and we usually all, one of us is gonna answer, give advice, or
Very nice. Cool,
like I
guys.
said,
Well,
Nothing more wholesome than anime titties.
Oh, dude, it's like we were saying, it's good to get off social media because us, especially creators, people, we need to get back to the source because this is what inspires us. It's not the fighting,
Yeah, you're
not that.
absolutely right about that. Yeah.
When you see me on my Discord, I'm either there watching something or listening to music.
I just hover over the sidebar of my Discord, and I always see Sim streaming something. Click on it. Oh, anime! Surprise.
Nice. Yeah, man. It gets,
Talking about con-
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, we didn't hear what you said, Death.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's me.
Yeah, you're bugging out.
Yeah, he's
You
frozen.
just froze now. You're back.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
cool. Context. Canon is context for the stories that you're telling about these characters. So, yes, canon matters in the same way that context matters.
That's a really
What do you
good
think?
point, man. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and by ignoring canon, they're absolutely destroying these characters. Yeah. Good
Yes.
point, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think
Hold on, you can ignore canon. It's easy, and it's not going to be a problem. You can do a what if. You can
Yes,
do an
it is.
imaginary
Easy.
story. You can even do a Patrick Duffy coming out of the shower
Remember
after a full season of Dallas.
Remember DC used to have the
Right.
Elseworld series? Remember the Elseworld series?
Exactly.
Well,
yeah, you
see,
can
that's
do.
the-
Yeah,
What if were great because it showed like what could have happened, and it's usually a lot worse than what actually happened. But
Mhm.
everything they used to do in what if stories in Elseworld, they now bring into the main canon. So there's no point to have an Elseworld. It all becomes canon eventually.
Well, yeah, that's what the multiverse is.
hmm I don't know. I've always thought it was cool that they're completely disconnected from the main universe. No multiverse, none of that shit. Just disconnected. Hang on a second, guys.
yeah. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a short one. I think we really were pretty concise talking on this topic, and I don't think we have a whole lot more to bring to it.
Yeah, context matter, and if you're not sure, and if something really pisses you off, like I keep telling people, first thing you do, take a fucking step back. Don't talk. My grandma always said, when you're fucking pissed, keep your goddamn mouth shut, because you ain't gonna fix nothing. If you don't
Okay,
want to
yeah,
fix
yeah.
something, you want something, you want to burn something, then you open your mouth.
Yeah, we definitely talked it out to ad nauseum because now Sim's talking about his grandma.
No, but it's
That-
true. You
yeah,
get
that's
pissed,
our cue.
go talk with your friends, dude. If you get pissed, go with your friends, go vent, go discuss before you even do anything else.
Yeah, but I take it from a different point of view. Twitter doesn't stress me out at all. Twitter, I use it to refine my writing skills and my satire.
Yeah.
Because if you pick out any long threads that I've done on Twitter, you'll see that there's a whole story that I weave out, and I have a punchline to it, and the unsuspecting fool that actually fell for my trap doesn't realize it until the punchline. I mean,
That's
just
cool,
recently-
man. I'll have to. I got to check that out.
Just
Nice.
recently, I was ready to do such an epic punchline that I actually was about to hit send, and then I realized I was about to step over the line, so to speak, and so I actually finished the punchline in DMs directly with the person I was talking to. They were laughing, they loved it, but if I had released my punchline to the public, it would have
Been taken out of context.
No, it probably would have got me banned from Twitter.
Oh, ouch.
Wow.
Got
Bad,
it.
huh?
Well,
Nice.
it's Here's a couple examples. One is, I think if I said this before, sorry, tell me, and I'll stop. I had a back and forth conversation with Mike S. Miller. He was talking about Bitcoin, and I turned it around and said, "Why don't you invest in Bytecoin?" And after the long thread, he finally asked, "What is Bytecoin?" I said, "Oh, glad you asked." Yeah, you head over to the dollar store. In the confectionery area, you'll find coins chocolates that are wrapped in silver and coined.
Nice, dude.
It's
So
a
you just
very
wait for it, drop
very
it.
tasty investment.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice, dude. Well, let's make the rounds here. Sim, what do you want to? Anything you want to promote? I know Blood Hunt is still in demand, and that link is in the description below.
Yeah, get in on it while before it's too late, and I'll be launching Tales from the Nadverse as soon as the fulfillment is done with Blood Hunt.
Beautiful.
And you don't want to miss that campaign.
No, you don't. The camp. I was able to get a sneak peek of that campaign page. It looks incredible, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
George.
really I really tried to streamline it, and
Yeah, you got it down, dude. It's perfect. George, what do you got?
If you're tired of Sim saturating the market, go over to GeorgeJackson.com.
Yes.
I'm the answer to the anti-Sim.
Hashtag blame Sim again.
Death Metal Hero. Anything you wanna promote out there?
Black Flag Pineapple Reception is going to I'm on YouTube under Death Metal.
Oh, cool. I don't think I've subbed to your YouTube. I gotta take care of that.
Oh,
Nice.
It's right now it's some podcast stuff.
can you send me the link, Death, after to your
So
YouTube?
right now,
Can you send me your link to your YouTube when you're later?
I can direct message you.
Yep, please.
It's on my Twitter. It's,
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I'm on my phone right now, so if I do anything, it's going to switch out. But yeah.
Okay.
Hang on just a second, guys. Sorry.
Scotsman, what you got?
I just want to second everything that Death Metal Hero just said.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
dude.
First of all,
beautiful message.
I
Death
heard
Metal.
every third syllable of every other word. But
Go back, Black Flag. It's
agreed.
over $143,000. That's what he actually said.
Yeah. No, I'm making
know.
a joke, but
I'm just helping.
subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Twitter if you want to. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Back Phenotype if you haven't. Also check out Sundays, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of silliness. Beyond the Gate, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I color also almost nightly on my channel. So if you want to learn how to color comics or you want to see what's happening with Xenotype, come check that out as well.
That's what I was gonna say. Those coloring streams are freaking awesome. He's on Twitch and YouTube, so go check them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
And link to Xenotype is in the description below as well. Mitchell.
I just want to give a shout out to another case for the Littlest Umbrella. I really liked the first one that he did, and he's kind of moving along here. He's still got a good chunk of time left, but he's over 60,000.
Hell yeah.
Another great book.
Hell tug.
Nice, dude.
Hell, Doug.
Yeah, it looks like he's made a pretty large step forward in terms of the art production and.
Talking about Tug, that would be a great guy to just do a little video or a few videos of an update for people new to CG. Hey, here's what happened in the first 2 years.
Yeah, dude, there's
Hey
so much
there.
history. There's so much
Hey there.
lore, man. There really does, there should be like a Netflix series.
CG
man.
101. Crash
Damn.
course.
Somebody do a cap like the dude from Ant-Man. So like this thing happened, and then this person said this thing. That would be amazing.
Exactly. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. Hell to the chat. Thank you, everyone, for being here and contributing. And we will See you tomorrow.